ஆனா எஜுகேஷனல் சென்டர் யூடியூப் சேனல். இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க, பெல் பட்டனை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. எங்க வீடியோஸ் உடனே கிடைக்கும். எங்க சேனல் பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. நன்றி. வாங்க வீடியோக்குள்ள போலாம்.
Hi children, hope all of you are fine. Today we are going to learn about factorizing polynomials. In the last chapter we learnt about factorizing composite numbers. We were dividing composite numbers into multiples of prime factors. Like that, now we are going to learn about factorizing a polynomial, that is dividing into the least undivisible term. In the case of polynomials, a linear polynomial is the least undivisible polynomial. A linear polynomial cannot be factorized. So linear polynomial is something like prime factor in the number system. Okay, so a linear polynomial cannot be factorized further. It is already the simplest form. Its highest degree is 1. Only if the power of the degree of the polynomial is going to be at least more than 1, then it can be factorized to the least order. So the first level of polynomial which can be factorized is the quadratic polynomial. A quadratic polynomial can be factorized into two linear polynomials. That is, it can be written as a multiple of two linear polynomials. For example, if you take the polynomial x squared plus 2x plus 1, you know how to factorize it by splitting the middle term. When you split the middle term and factorize it, you will get x squared plus 2x plus 1 to be x plus 1 into x plus 1. Now you can see that the quadratic polynomial is factorized into two linear polynomials. Now in the case of a cubic polynomial can be factorized into a quadratic polynomial and a linear polynomial, or it can be factorized into three linear polynomials. That is, it can be written as a product of a quadratic polynomial and a linear polynomial, or a cubic polynomial can be written as a product of three linear polynomials. I will show you both in the example which is given there. Let us take the cubic polynomial x cube plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6. You have learnt the factorization of a cubic polynomial in class 9. I have shown you the factorization of the cubic polynomial. So now you can see that the given cubic polynomial is factorized into x plus 1 into x squared plus 5x plus 6. You can see that the given cubic polynomial is written as a multiple of a linear polynomial and a quadratic polynomial. Again, in that multiplication, you can see that x squared plus 5x plus 6, which is a quadratic polynomial, can be further factorized. When you factorize it further, finally you will get x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3. That is, now it is written as a multiple of three linear polynomials. Therefore, we can understand that a cubic polynomial can be written, that is, can be factorized into a multiple of a linear polynomial and a quadratic polynomial, or it can be factorized into multiple of three linear polynomials. Similarly, a biquadratic polynomial can be factorized into one cubic and one linear polynomial, or multiple of two quadratic polynomials, or can be factorized into a multiple of four linear polynomials. I hope you understand these concepts. With these concepts in mind, we are going to go for the division algorithm for polynomials. You know the division algorithm for numbers, that is, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. You already learned this from your lower class. Now you imagine that you have a polynomial in x, p of x, which is your dividend, that is, you are going to divide that polynomial now by another polynomial which you can take as g of x, that is going to be your divisor. When you divide a polynomial by another polynomial, you will get a quotient, that is going to be your q of x, and finally if there is some remainder, you will get it. If it is exactly divisible, you will get 0. So if you get a reminder, then it is R of x. So you can write the division algorithm for polynomials as P of x is equal to G of x into Q of x plus R of x, where P of x is the dividend, G of x is the divisor, Q of x is the quotient, and R of x is the remainder. G of x should not be equal to 0 because division by 0 is not defined. You know that division by 0 is not possible. You cannot divide something by nothing. So g of x should not be equal to 0. Now I will give you two examples to show this division algorithm for polynomials. Let us take a simple example. We are going to divide x squared plus 3x plus 2 by x plus 1. Here p of x is x squared plus 3x plus 2 and your g of x is x plus 1. When you divide, you know that first you multiply by x times x into x plus 1 will give you x squared plus x. When you subtract, you will change the symbol, and when you subtract finally you will get 2x. Then you bring down the 2 which is in the given number. Then 2 times x plus 1 will give you 2x plus 2. Finally when you subtract you get 0. All this division you have learned in class 9. Now finally you can see that your quotient is x plus 2 and your remainder is 0. Now the given polynomial x squared plus 3x plus 2 can be written as x plus 1 into x plus 2 plus 0, where x squared plus 3x plus 2 is your p of x plus 1 is your g of x, and x plus 2 is your q of x, and 0 is your r of x. I will give you one more example of a slightly higher degree. Let us take a cubic polynomial. We are going to divide a cubic polynomial x cube plus 3x squared minus 7x plus 5 by a quadratic polynomial x squared plus x plus 3. When you divide, your p of x is going to be x cube plus 3x squared minus 7x plus 5, and g of x is going to be x squared plus x plus 3. When you divide, you can see that your quotient is x plus 2 and you get remainder minus 12x minus 1. So it can be written as x cube plus 3x squared minus 7x plus 5 is equal to your g of x, that is x squared plus x plus 3, into your q of x, that is x plus 2, plus your r of x, that is minus 12x minus 1. Now can you understand this relationship which is balanced in both the sides? This is called the division algorithm for polynomials. Based on this, we are going to discuss problems in the next exercise, that is exercise 2.3 in our NCERT book, in next session, maybe tomorrow. Stay inside at home safe. God bless you.